here we are at Yosemite, and this is the Bridal Veil Falls. Looking up.
Oh no, there's Brian.
Above that, it's just going
Brian, go open some of that rock over there.
We're panning around. See the snow there, it's very cold here. It's about 40 degrees here, it feels like it too. We're in front of El Capitan, which is up there. You can probably just about make out the snow in the very top, 3,500 feet, straight up. A set of waterfalls, I need to find out which one it is exactly. You see a way up in the hill, coming off the cliff edge there. It's a long way down. I'll get some more facts before I put the titles on, so we know what we're looking at. Can't see much else, just lots of trees around about here. It's kind of sheer cliffs up there. You see all the snow in them. This is at the swinging bridge in Yosemite. This is the river. This is running around. Sheer cliffs all round. Sugar going around.
I'm not really holding his hand, I'm just holding a finger. I'll go back to be now.
Now a bit further up, this is in one of the campgrounds, and this is looking up to Half Dome. Up there. Let's see. This is at Mirror Lake. This is looking up to Half Dome. This is kind of looking up the valley. And the quandary we have is that we're showing a footpath across here, which we mistakenly mistake for a bridge. But in actual fact it's that bit there. And the difficulty we have is we're not sure if we're going to get across, because the water level is normally much lower than this, I would think. So we're just debating as to whether we can actually get across here or not. Or we have to stay on the same side. It's up near Mirror Lake, and yes, I did manage to fall in, get my feet wet. Fiona screamed for me, that was very kind of her. I was the one that got wet. Anyway, we got dry stuff back in the car. And this is looking up to, you can't really see Half Dome, it's all the way up to the right. That's Lower Yosemite Falls there. And this is the small falls. You can't see the higher falls, which are way up to the right there. All over the place, obviously. As been pointed out, way up here. Very, very tall. This is the upper falls. There's somebody way up there, you can just see them on a tightrope of some description.
How did they get up there?
With difficulty, obviously. Trying to keep it steady. Wow. That must be rather scary to say the least. Okay. Looking up to the upper falls, and you can see the very top. That's where the you can still see the wire, which is up there. If you can make it out. That's the people who were walking over a minute ago. three kind of compartments in it. It's all big trees here. Playing his phone as usual. We're going to take a picture. Well, there we are then, right. Not sure why you would do that if you're sane, but anyway. This is Half Dome. Top's got cloud on it, you can see most of it. Just been to Yosemite Falls. I'm heading back to the car now. And I'll start meandering out. At tunnel view, called because the tunnel obviously is just ahead, and this is the view. Shame it wasn't blue sky. Anyway, it was dry. You see El Capitan on the left hand side, Half Dome on the right. So there we are, Yosemite National Park. Driving along here and just came across a bear.
There's two.
Yeah.
There are two.
It's one up there. It's looking at us. I'm sure who that one is. Oh, I can see it. There's actually two there.
She says there's something
Yeah,
too.
I can see there's something in front of the tree. You can see it.
Oh, there it goes up the tree.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Oh yeah.
It's going up the tree.
Right, well this is much to Fiona's disapproval because she's not really into selfies and all that kind of nonsense. But we were heading to Sequoia National Park, but the weather's just not quite up to it, unfortunately. And if we look outside here, you can see what the problem is. And we've come down a wee bit because we were higher up, and even just driving I could feel the kind of roughness of the road under the front of the car, and I thought, no, this is too dodgy. So that was us just over 5,000 feet up, and I knew we were going to have to get up to 6,000 feet. And there's signs all over the place that we're putting, thank you, that's the creature in the back. There were signs all over the place about using snow chains and whatnot. So here's the happy trip here. There's the feared wife who was about to start crying earlier on in case she skidded off the road. And here's the creature in the back, the burping creature. So this is us. This is the highlight of our trip to Kings Canyon Sequoia. A selfie. This is California for you. Anyway, enough of that just now. We are the day later, and what a difference the day makes with the weather. But we still need to snow chains. This is Tunnel Rock, named for obvious reasons. We're in Sequoia National Park, and as you can see there's quite a bit of snow up there in the mountains. This is where we're heading. But blue skies, what a day. And that's our wee Kia Soul that we have. So we're going to carry on. We're at a kind of viewpoint here, and this is sort of panning around. This is Morro Rock up here, where I was about 25 years ago. You can go right up to the top of that. Not today, obviously. The road's shut. It's panning around. The sun in the lens here, unfortunately. Very, very peaceful. This is us in the Sierra Nevada. They're not being romantic here. Jonathan's just holding Fiona's hand to make sure she doesn't go flying on her backside, for obvious reasons, given the conditions. It's very kind of pristine. Back up the trail. This is us looking down on the general Sherman tree, largest tree on earth. So the girth is 109 feet, 33 metres around. But it's no longer growing at the top. Down there. Oh. There's a tree, as you can see. It stretches way up. And the snow falling off the trees as well, which is why there's snow dropping down.
Just taking one step forward, you end up falling over to the side.
Yeah, okay. Very good. So that's the kind of giant's forest area here, and it's a kind of museum. Just looking across, trying to find a trail. See the snow falling off the trees. Got clouds starting to appear now. See some of the trees here have been hit by lightning. Thank you. Damn cheek. Just because I'm not very flexible. Two trees there. Oh. A 11 range overlook we're at, and it's clouded over quite noticeably. In the way in the distance there you can see the sun looking valley, which is where we're heading down for, or down to. And this is a busy place here. You see all these vehicles here. This is where you have to put your snow chains on, or take them off as required. So we're putting ours on, or taking them off I should say. So we're all ready to go now. Here we are in Death Valley now. This is the Mesquite sand dunes. Right, very very hot. It's about 80 degrees. Should be usually about 95 at this time of year apparently. We're just going for a wander through the dunes. See, it's a very kind of inhospitable landscape. Cars parked over here, and the reason there's dunes here is because the wind blows up against these mountains here. There's a mountain behind us, and the sand just gets piled up at the foot, which is where we are. Some greenery, but not very much. This is looking across to Stovepipe Wells over there in the distance, which is where we're staying. And so we're going for a wee wander in the dunes here, and then we'll head over to Furnace Creek. Yeah. We're getting reports that the mothership is stuck here, stuck in orbit halfway up a sand dune. She's not going to make it, I don't think. Oh, look at these muscles, look at the muscles bulging. Right, here's the slider in chief. He slid down the other one and it's not here, it's moved. It must be inches of gel in that here. He's got plenty of sand on his eyebrows right enough anyway. He's just shoved some more in. Right, carry on. I wish I could have given him a big shove there. Right. So
Get him coming up.
Come
on back up.
So here we are, Death Valley.
Dave, get him coming up.
It's coming up. Right, what do we have to say, dear? What do you think of it?
Hot, hot, hot. A wonder of nature.
There we are.
Get him coming up. Come on up.
Well, he's moving down the way. Let's just go.
Can you not do it?
Too tiring for him. This is on the boardwalk at Salt Creek. We'll stop for a wee wander. It's a kind of a stream that sort of dries up and evaporates over the course of the year and then recurs. Very hot obviously. Mid-70s I would say. It's not it's scorching by any manner of means, but still sun's power. This is a wee bit further up and you can see the water's flowing here. Quite surprising, considering we're in the middle of the Death Valley. Tells you all about the pupfish. Can't see any here, but we saw some earlier on, and they gradually disappear as the water dries up. Golden Canyon that we're in at the moment. So you can back out the way. See across the valley there. Quite a lot of shrubs off to the right there. Other than that, it's just desert. We're in the Golden Canyon at the moment. Very, very dry. Bit of a breeze. And very, very nice indeed. Just looking back the way. Down towards the valley. Lots of canyons and gullies kind of coming off. Going across Death Valley. We're in the Artist Drive at the moment. Kind of clouded over, which is actually okay because it made us quite comfortable rather than being roasting. Very, very dry. Nothing there. I'm going to pan round this way. Colour of the rocks. Not really showing properly because the sun's now shining. I will not complain about that. Right, here we are. This is Zabriskie Point. See people way down there in the canyon of the canyons. It's cloudy now, it's quite warm still.
Dropping right there, next to our volcanoes. So that's David and Jonathan, and we are at Zabriskie Point. Just pan round a wee bit, come round the other way. The way, back the way. They're trying to throw a rock into some kind of hole, which Jonathan assures Dave he can do. Oh, it's Dave coming back. Oh no, he's going for a rock. Jonathan. Come on, guys.
Is that Dante's View? There's down there, got some shots. And this is looking down on Death Valley. Impressive. That's where we were down there. You can see the road away down there. Kind of zoom in. This is kind of panning up the way. It's like going right across. Down there. It's actually quite chilly up here. Temperatures dropped quite a lot. We're about 5,500 feet up, and it's noticeably colder than it was down in the valley. And we can pan round. We're not going to be along to the end there, too long, but it's quite something.